After your initial charge of stunt driving or racing in Ontario, you now have to prepare for your court appearance or your meeting with the prosecutor. Now, here are some tips to avoid putting your case or your driver's license at risk. Now, remember, the prosecutor is not your friend. They're not your enemy either. The prosecutor's job is to act on behalf of the province of Ontario, not you. So most prosecutors are actually very friendly and should be treated with respect, but do not confuse this with them advocating for you. The only person that will advocate on your behalf is your legal representative or yourself. The prosecutor relies on the evidence that has been provided to them by the police regarding your case, and that will determine what penalties they will seek in your stunt driving case. They will know from the evidence your age, your speed, the radar, the circumstances of the charge, your driving record, your driving history, your license class, your interaction with the police, and much more. And from this information, they should be able to make a determination about the penalties they'll be seeking on your stunt driving charge. So, for example, they can ask for $2,000 or anywhere up to $10,000. They can ask for a 1-year license suspension, or they can ask for a 3-year license suspension. They can ask for jail or no jail. So don't tell the prosecutor you believe that you don't believe the evidence, because the evidence is exactly how the prosecutor decides how to proceed with your case. You not believing the evidence or radar is not a defense. They have evidence in front of them that is telling them, for example, that the radar is correct, and that is how they will proceed. If you don't believe the evidence, you would be legally within your right to ask for a trial to dispute it, but it's quite risky because, but if you are having a discussion with the prosecutor and they're telling you or you're telling them that you have a problem believing the information in front of them, it's not necessarily helpful in your case. It does not help resolve your case. So don't tell the prosecutor, for example, how unfair the officer was at the roadside, because unless that officer's behavior is illegal or somehow changes the radar or speed, then it's not a wise way to proceed, because at this point, the prosecutor is already looking at the speed, the radar, your driving history. The officer is not particularly relevant unless they will actually impact the outcome of the speed itself. So the prosecutor is relying on the evidence in front of them, and they're not relying on the behavior of the officer. So the question is, now what? Am I losing my license if I try this myself? I don't know what to say. Well, now you're approaching your day in court, which includes a further 1 to 3 year license suspension. So my advice is get some legal advice, because it's free, but it can help develop a strategy to remove the harsh penalties of a stunt driving charge.